Welcome back, everybody. This is Mr. Fada, and in today's Fadacast, I'm going to show you how I can draw a person's eye by including all the parts of the eye in my drawing. The iris, the pupil, the eyelid, the bottom eyelid, the eyebrow, and the eyelash. To begin, I'm going to draw three full circles here. One in the middle of my page, and then two off to the side of each side like this. This is to give me the proportion I need for the drawing. You should be able to fit one eye in between your two eyes. I have here a reference I'm going to look at, and on Schoology you'll see the same reference for yourself. And the first thing we do is start with the circle, and then we add the oval to the eye. I'm going to draw a circle here for the center, and then a circle over here to the center. And then inside here I'm going to add a smaller circle, which is the pupil. This is the iris, and that's the pupil. Now I'm going to draw an oval. It's going to cover over the top part of the iris. As I do this, I sketch light so that I can make changes to my drawing. The bottom of the oval, you could reveal the white of the eye slightly underneath the iris. And here too, I could slightly reveal the white of the eye under the iris. I try to match them so that they're about the same size. The inner part of the eye here actually has kind of a little tear duct part that looks something like the end of a lemon. So I'm going to add that little curve there, like that. The next part I could add is the eyelid. The eyelid usually extends over the top of the eye from the point all the way to the other side. This is going to create a little depth to the picture. It's going to make the eyes look a little more 3D. There's even an eyelid on the bottom, but it's not as pronounced as the top one is. And it should match up about to where the circle is, which is a good reason to draw the circle from the beginning. Now the eyelash is not in this drawing, but the eyelash is just above the circle. And you could show this with a series of marks, a pattern, to create a texture of the hair above the eye. This is where the bone is, of the top of your eyebrow, which you could feel that the hair is just above your eye where the bony part of your skull is. From here, I'm just going to add some eyelashes now. And these are little hairs that extend from the top of the eyelid, angling up. And I would suggest starting from the edge of the eyelid and flicking upward, outward, very slightly, so that they are thicker on the eye's edge and get thinner as they go up. Like that. Now I'm going to darken my iris. Rather the pupil. And now I'm going to kind of darken the iris edge here. And I'm even going to pick a spot on the eye that's going to be what could be the reflection. Here in the graphic, it's showing a reflection on the top. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to flick from the sides of the eye inward, like this, so that the inner eye is lighter and the outer edge is darker. And I'm going to keep the reflection in the same spot, which is this top section over there. And now I could just shade it a little lighter like this. Again, leaving that top section lightest to create that reflection that I see in the eye there too. And I'm moving in a radial fashion, moving the pencil towards the iris so I could see the texture of the iris. Again, here I'm leaving that little white spot, and it's going to help create a little dimension to the eye. It's going to look 3D if I darken the outside edge more, as I see in the drawing. It's important to look at something, look at a drawing or a reference. Then I'm just going to kind of shade this line here a little bit. I'm going to darken the top of the line, the eyelid. This is going to create a little more dimension to it as well. And darken the line that I want to keep for this. I'm going to darken my eyelid and then shade or fade this line out a bit towards the top and the bottom. I'm also going to shade in the corner of the white of the eye on both sides so that the center is lighter. And now again, the same to this side. I'm going to darken the line to the outside edge of the oval. I'm going to darken the lower eyelid. I'm going to darken the lid above the eye and then shade or fade out that line above it, and then shade and fade out that line below it. This will conceal the sketchy line that I had underneath it before. And then a little lighter, I'm going to shade under the eye, shade a little bit on the iris, excuse me, the white of the eye, the corners of the white of the eye I'm going to shade there. And there you have it. I can draw a person's eyes by including all the parts of the eyes in my drawing: the iris, the pupil, the lids, the eyebrow, and the eyelashes. That's our Faticast for today. Tune in next time.